Have you ever wondered what Iran's proxy warfare strategy is and how it's affecting Israel? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into it. Iran's proxy warfare is a strategy that has been in play for the past 4 decades. It's a complex, nuanced system where Iran exerts considerable influence in the Middle East. But how, you may ask? It's through controlling territory and leveraging Islamist militias against one key player in the region, Israel. Now imagine a chess game, where the pawns are not just pieces on a board, but geopolitical entities with their own agendas. Iran, in this scenario, is a savvy player using its pawns strategically to corner the opponent, Israel. This strategy has allowed Iran to play a significant role in shaping the Middle Eastern political landscape without always having to engage directly. But the effects of this strategy are far-reaching, beyond just Iran and Israel. It shapes the dynamics of power, alliances, and conflicts in the region. It impacts not just the political, but also the social and economic realities of the people living there. This long-standing strategy has had profound impacts on the geopolitical landscape, particularly for Israel. So, let's delve deeper into these impacts and the escalating tensions in the next section. But what happens when tensions escalate and new tactics are introduced into the equation? Well, let's take a look at the recent Iranian drone and missile attack on Israel. This wasn't just a random act of aggression. It was a calculated move aimed to deter Israel from targeting Iranian leaders directly. The attack marked a noticeable shift in Iran's strategy, introducing a more direct confrontation approach as opposed to the long-standing proxy warfare. It's important to understand that Iran's 4-decade-long proxy warfare strategy has allowed it to wield significant influence in the Middle East. By controlling territory and leveraging Islamist militias, Iran has been able to mount continuous pressure on Israel. However, this recent attack suggests a change in tactics, indicating Iran's intent to deter Israel from directly challenging its leadership. On the other hand, we've seen Israel's recent actions, such as targeting Iranian commanders, marking a shift in Israel's approach as well. This indicates a move towards directly challenging Iran's strategy, as opposed to simply reacting to Iranian provocations. It's a bold move, one that shows Israel's determination to disrupt Iran's influence in the region. What we're seeing here is a dynamic chess game, with each side making moves to try and outmaneuver the other. The stakes are high, and the potential for a major conflict is real. Yet, it's not just about military tactics and strategies. It's about deterrence, about influence, and about the balance of power in a region that has been a hotbed of conflict for decades. And as these dynamics shift, so too does the potential for escalation. These recent events have not only escalated tensions but have also prompted a shift in strategies from both sides. But what happens when the world watches these escalating tensions? The Western response to this intricate chess game in the Middle East has been, to put it mildly, cautious. Governments, particularly the Biden administration, have been walking a tightrope, balancing their diplomatic relations and strategic interests. They've kept a wary eye on the increasingly bold Israeli responses to Iranian aggression. The alarm bells are ringing, and the West is well aware of the need for a proactive strategy to counter Iran's regional ambitions. However, taking a step towards action, that's a different matter entirely. This cautious approach isn't without its critics. Many argue that by sitting on the fence, Western governments are indirectly enabling the continuation of Iran's proxy warfare strategy. This strategy has not only destabilized the region, but also allowed Iran to exert significant influence in the Middle East. The question then becomes, what is the right course of action? Can Western governments continue their balancing act, or will they need to take a more definitive stance? One thing is clear, this isn't a problem that's going to resolve itself. The international response or lack thereof has significant implications for the future of this conflict. So, where does this leave us in understanding Iran's proxy warfare strategy and its effects on Israel? Let's summarize. Iran's 4-decade-long strategy of proxy warfare has allowed it to wield significant influence in the Middle East, leveraging Islamist militias against Israel and controlling vast territories. Recently, we've seen a shift in Israel's approach from passive defense to active confrontation of Iran's strategy, which has led to an escalation of tensions. However, Western governments, including the Biden administration, have shown caution, highlighting the need for a proactive and balanced strategy. This approach is crucial in countering Iran's regional ambitions without sparking a full-fledged conflict. The complex interplay of these strategies, the shifts in power dynamics, and the responses from different global players shape their ever-changing geopolitical landscape. It is vital for us to stay informed and understand these complexities as they continue to unfold. Remember, understanding these complex strategies and their impacts is key to navigating the ever-changing geopolitical landscape. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.